All right, we're now moving on to the next bit of content. So this one kind of picked up on, was shared on the Mongrel Horde Discord. It starts off with a video from Cameral titled 323.1a wrongly accused of stream sniping 2-week ban. Now we're gonna play the video. I won't stop as much during this one because this particular subject pretty self-explanatory what happens. I think Cameral droned on a bit too long with it, but yeah, we'll move straight into the video here.
Hello everyone. In March 2020 there was a posting on Spectrum from Silo CRG, Tyler Witkin. Excessive griefing and stream sniping. Stream sniping, pet ramming, firing into armistice zones or utilizing various exploits to grief others, these are just a few examples of excessive griefing which we do not tolerate. If you find yourself on the receiving end of this, we are more than happy to investigate, and in cases where it's warranted, we will absolutely intervene. Simply reach out to us through our support page here and make sure to provide as much information as possible. Screenshots, videos always help. To make this perfectly clear, I hate stream sniping. This is really lame. Here we have a streamer, HErBiZiDA. I think he is Spanish. He has 4,100 followers on Twitch, not the biggest Twitch channel ever, but not a very small channel either. He was flying around, I think he was doing some missions, minding his own business, and suddenly he got jumped by 5 people. For whatever reason he thought, okay, I'm getting stream sniped, and he reported the people who killed him. As far as I know, all 5 people who were in the group of the attackers who killed the streamer HErBiZiDA received this email. Gorb, Cloud Imperium Games, greetings. A recent investigation has revealed your account is in violation of our terms of service and end-user license agreement.
I'm just going to keep letting this play out.
Sniping harassment. Your account has been suspended for 14 days. After this time, your account will be reinstated. Further violations will result in longer suspensions. You can familiarize yourself with our terms of service and you here. You will have full access to the RSI website and support site for the duration. When suspension period has passed, you will be able to log in to the game again. Gorb, Game Support Specialist, as Player Relations. Fantastic! Justice served. 5 scumbags got now a 2-week suspension, a 2-week ban. Have fun not enjoying Star Citizen. Well, not so fast. Here's a video from the attacker's point of view who got banned. I muted this video. I don't know if I have permission to.
The reason why I paused on this fucking screen. Can anybody in the chat tell me why I paused on this particular screen? There we go. Congratulations as well, Commander Najib. The bounty, right? There is a bounty on this person. There's also another name on the screen. No, Commander Najib got it there. Esfer, whatever you want to call him. Member of Griefernet. Yeah, don't worry, I'll get into that part. Essentially what's happened is that HErBiZiDA has been attacked by a bunch of players, 5 players, and I paused on this screen to show that we've got a member from Griefernet there. Now, the person flying the Inferno here is PWS Comanche, who isn't a part of Griefernet. They're part of the alliance that Griefernet's a part of as well, called Neighborhood Watch. And that's why you'll see, like, the people that are playing this particular, or that are in this particular video that are featured here, they're all part of the same alliance, whatever it's called. But yeah, we're going to keep watching this because it shows what happens from the other party's perspective.
Show what they are saying, but it was nothing out of the ordinary, just your usual attack this guy, use missiles, nothing special. You can see HErBiZiDA flying his Redeemer, and you can see neutralize Bardenol. This is a person on his ship, on his Redeemer, most likely a turret gunner, who has an active player bounty on his head. So this was not stream sniping, they were just doing player bounties. Come on, CRG, we investigated. Yeah, I'm sure you investigated. Apprehend suspect Bardenol, it's even in the top right corner. Player bounties are still very bad. You get a marker for your bounty all over Stanton. You don't even have to look for your bounty. I was a victim of this too. Back in the days, I got a crime stat because I killed my second account while I was just testing. CIG fixed this a long time ago. You don't get an automatic crime stat anymore if you're killing someone who is in your party. But because of this, back in the days, I got bounties on my head and I was found everywhere. I could be in a very remote place on Dema and still some players found me because you get a marker all over the system. So those 5 guys were not stream sniping, they were just doing a player bounty, Badanol, and Badanol was on.
We're going to interject here. Cameron, you have no fucking idea if they were stream sniping or not. Unless you were there, you have no fucking idea. So to make that sort of claim is ridiculous. Just because they have a fucking bounty does not mean that the guys weren't stream sniping. ESFA is a part of Griefernet. Griefernet has made it very clear what their MO is to the entire community. They are not above stream sniping. In fact, they openly admit to stream sniping. And if they weren't stream sniping in this particular situation, it doesn't matter. Because they have the reputation that they do it. Hiding behind a fucking player bounty, which is exactly what's happening here, as an excuse for saying that they didn't stream snipe, they just picked up the bounty, I think is a load of shit. If you stream, you need to accept that you're going to get attacked. If you stream and somebody in your party has a bounty, you're going to get attacked. I've been in that situation, but I've also been stream sniped as well. And the people that were doing it were using the bounty that I had on my head as the way of hiding their activity. How do I know this? Because there were times where I played the game and wasn't streaming, and I had a bounty, and I never saw them. But having a reputation shouldn't be the reason to get suspended, even though I don't believe in Griefernet. People can change. Well, people can change, but if you're going to show that you've changed, then you don't keep doing the same thing that you were doing before when you had the poor reputation. Like, if you're going to demonstrate change, you stop doing the thing that you were doing before, right? The sole reason for the ban, no, there's more to this, and I'll get to it. But Cameron has no fucking idea if these guys were stream sniping or not. And to be honest, I think he's being used in this particular video. I'm of the opinion, if you stream and you get attacked, you just need to accept that you got stream sniped potentially. Whether or not it's a good thing or a bad thing, entirely up to the person. You know, like, if you want to stream snipe other people, I have a low opinion of you already. As far as I'm concerned, any sort of skill that you would demonstrate pretty much just gets nullified because you have to use a crutch like stream sniping someone. That said, from the streamer's perspective, this is shit that you just got to deal with. Don't want to get stream sniped? Don't stream. It's as simple as that. If you're going to stream, this shit's going to happen. You need to learn to deal with it. Deal with it in game. You've got the tools. Got the tools to deal with it in game. Run with better people. Don't run with the crime stat. All that good stuff. Sometimes you just got to accept that you're going to end up on the losing side of a battle. If you're smart about your content creation, leverage it to create content from your perspective, as mine and Najib's pointing out there. And as Hazard's pointing out there, I think reputation does matter. They have a reputation of breaking terms of service, so why would anyone give them the benefit of the doubt? Like, there's a saying, walks like a duck, talks like a duck, probably a fucking duck, right? So if somebody says that they're griefing, they've shown previous instances where they've griefed and stream sniped and things like that, more than likely the same situation's happening again. And just because there's a fucking bounty on that ship doesn't mean that these guys weren't stream sniping. Right? Griefernet is known for going after content creators. Griefernet is known for attacking other groups based on principles that they have for themselves. Nothing wrong with that to a certain degree, but don't go fucking crying that you got banned when you keep it openly admitting that you're doing the things that COG says don't fucking do. It's like going to somebody's house and getting upset when they tell you to not do something and you keep fucking doing it, and then they boot you out. And then you get upset. It's like, oh, what are you doing that for? I thought we were friends. It's like, well, I told you to stop doing the thing and you didn't listen. Did you see the Reddit post? That's actually one of the things that I'll be showcasing after this. I've been in this situation as well. I've had a bounty. I've been attacked whilst I've been streaming. Play the game a couple of days later with a bounty. Don't get attacked. Stream again with a bounty. Get attacked. Same people as the previous stream. Walks like a duck. Talks like a duck. Probably a fucking duck. Alright, let's finish off this video.
HErBiZiDA's Redeemer, I guess a turret gunner. So much for stream sniping. CIG, you are walking on very thin ice. A lot of players stop playing for now because of Master Mode's terrible Iron Man UI.
Yeah, CIG, you're walking on thin ice. You tell him, Cameral. Cameral, as a content creator, like, I have respect for his dedication to his testing. Got respect for that. I think he's a bit jaded, though, because the game's not as further along as what he's hoping. He's put a lot of money into it. I believe he has 2 accounts, like his main account and his testing account that he uses. I believe at least Wing Commander, like both of them, Wing Commander. That's a lot of money. But he's also one of the few people in the Star Citizen community where Chris Roberts has directly responded to a post. And, you know, people might go, oh, you know, it's a big deal to have the bloody CEO, like the creative visionary of the project that you're contributing to, respond to a post on Spectrum, considering how infrequently that he actually posts there. And I wasn't too pleased with Cameral's post because it was more or less like he was having a whinge that the game isn't as far along as what it should be. Chris Roberts' response obviously has a lot of respect for Cameral and the testing that he's doing. And then Cameral just comes back and goes, oh, well, you know, it doesn't matter, you need to do better. Like, dude, you know, like, at least be a bit more respectful about it. And it's one of those situations where it's like, you had the opportunity to engage in a dialogue with the person that a lot of people want the time to, you know, be able to talk to, and he's paid attention to something that you've said, and the attitude being put across was just bad, and it just hasn't adjusted since then. Like, to be honest, I think Cameral actually needs to take a long break from Star Citizen. In this particular instance, I want to believe that he's being used, but I think Cameral's also blinding himself to the fact of who is actually making the post, or correction, making this video about. I think they're being blind to that in an attempt to like go CIG bad, and this is just another one. A bias, yeah, like a strong bias. And he's blinding himself to the fact that this particular scenario, highly possible, more than likely, considering the people involved, that this was a stream sniping event. They may not have had to have turned the stream on or had the stream running when they were doing the attack because there was a bounty on one of the party members on the ship, but for them to learn that information, to be on the same server as that streamer, and then the reputation of one of the people there for doing this sort of thing, still think the player behind the account shouldn't matter in a report. It should be censored for the customer service agent. If that ends up being the case, Nelson, anybody who does any sort of stream sniping would never get a ban because they wouldn't know that it's the same person doing it over and over again. And if that does end up being the way that they do it, then CIG would actually become a lot more heavy-handed in that if they saw that somebody accuses someone of stream sniping, CIG would go, well, we don't know if this person's done it in the past or not, so the safer option is to just give them a ban. Well, I don't know how many times Esfer's had a vacation from Star Citizen, but if he's one of the people that's had it and he's one of the regulars that keeps getting bans, CIG is clearly like escalating here. And I want to talk a bit more about reputation. I want to get through this video though. I want to talk about reputation and why it's actually important. And I'm not talking about the fucking, you know, the UI that CIG creates. I'm talking about like actual reputation amongst the community.
UI, massive lag and dosings, ships exploding for no reason, boring and repetitive missions, and time sinks. And now this. I understand you want to protect your streamers. It is free advertising for your game. I hate stream sniping, but streamers can get killed without any stream sniping. I got killed plenty of times in strange locations without streaming. And telling us you have investigated this, a recent investigation has revealed, is just silly because you have done nothing. You have done no investigation.
How the fuck do you know? Like, as soon as he said that, the first words that came out of my mouth were, how the fuck do you know? Oh, the guys from Griefernet came up to me and said, hey, check out this video from one of our guys when we got a ban. Here's the email for it, and we got a ban, and here's the video of us actually doing the attack. And, you know, the guy had a bounty. One of his party members had a bounty. The guy with the bounty could have been a plant, okay? To stream snipe somebody, you don't actually have to have the stream open the entire time. You just need to use the stream to get the information that you need to go, oh, this guy's playing. Oh, one of the bloody party members has a bounty. These are the people that are on their server. Get on their server, pick up the bounty, go and attack them. Chris Roberts, he got on the phone with Chris Roberts. I don't know, maybe Chris Roberts. I don't think Chris Roberts is going to fucking after the Spectrum post. Something must have happened after this. Seen Esfer's still on vacation till 2031. No, that's only a Spectrum ban. That's not an in-game ban. They shook the magic 8 ball and it told them? Yeah, 100%. Ash 120A was literally banned in real time trying to ram Summit 1G in front of 15,000 people. All these guys are prolific with their activities. Yeah, there's a point that I want to make at the end of this particular segment, and less about the stream sniping stuff and Griefernet and more about a principle of how you should behave in Star Citizen and the mentality that you need to understand, but I'll leave that for the end. We had the same thing happen more or less with a guy, with a well-known French content creator. The guy showed disrespect, wrote even the disrespectful post on the stream with his cheerleaders encouraging him. The guy received first a message from Spectrum moderation team, went to cry to the French community manager who happened to be his friend, then received an answer from Chris, got all cocky and proud of himself. Disgusting. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate when that sort of stuff happens. Like, there's other information, and that's one of the reasons why I paused here after Cameron made his statement. Like, they made no investigation. You don't fucking know. You work for CIG? Unless Chris Roberts, you're like, did you call up Chris and go, hey, Robbo, mate, what'd you do about this? And Chris Roberts is on the other end. Oh, no, we didn't do anything, eh? Just banned him. Don't like him. Fuck Esfer. Alright, guys, Carlos is on the case. We'll get this fixed. He has no fucking idea. And the people who are cheerleading this are saying, hey, buddy, we've been victimized here by CIG. Like, dude, you openly admit to doing this. You've been seen doing it. You keep telling people that you do it. And then when you go to do it and you get in trouble for it after being told not to do it, you fucking cry. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. The most dangerous snipers 100% wouldn't use their own account in chat and probably even use an alt on the streamer's friends list to funnel their squad in on the server, then log off to avoid suspicion on their alt. Dude, there's ways that you can attempt to do stream sniping, but there's other things that CIG can do. Like, alts aren't anonymous for CIG. If you use the same payment information, if you use the same IP address, the same computer specs, if you want to really try and hide an alt, you're going to have to use a VPN, you're going to have to pay with a different fucking payment system, and you're going to have to use a completely different system to the one that you normally play on if you want to hide an alt from CIG. They can fucking find you. They have all our system specs being sent to them. Exactly, that's why I talked about using a separate system that you don't log your alt account onto. You log your alt account onto a different system that never goes onto your main one. And this is one of the reasons why it's like when people sit there and say CIG didn't do an investigation. When I looked into, you know, Captain Dirty's bloody situation over a year ago now, where he got a warning for excessive griefing because he kept killing somebody, him and his crew kept killing somebody that was respawning in bed, and they found out later that they were okay with it. CIG did do an investigation into it, and they made a decision on what they found. I'm not going to go too much further into it because I stopped my investigation for a specific reason, and out of respect for Captain Dirty, I won't go any further to talk about that. But there's other aspects and other evidence that points towards CIG's mentality that I'll mention at the end of the stream. Alright, let's keep watching.
Please unban
We're
the
almost done with the
5
video.
people. And streamers should not just report people because they got killed. You can get killed everywhere, even when you are not streaming. You should only report people if it happens, let's say, multiple times in the same session. And please make sure you don't have people on board your ship with a bounty on their head. Come on, this isn't hard, is it? All this also hurts PvP. Are PvPers from now on supposed to check if the target is a streamer? And if the target is a streamer, they better don't attack because they don't want to get banned for 2 weeks.
No, the key to going after streamers with a bounty is be a streamer yourself. So everybody who plays Star Citizen also has to be a streamer. Like, if you want to protect yourself, become a streamer. It doesn't attack PvP or anything like that. Like, CIG's pretty much on the level when it comes to that sort of thing. Cameral's completely ignoring the reputation of the group that's involved here. Completely ignoring that. And that is a huge factor here. Like, if this had been a different group, I would be more inclined to lean towards what Cameral's saying. But as soon as I saw that name, I'm like, nah. Rep shouldn't matter if there's no evidence. What do you want about Nelson? It's clear that there's a reputation here. You're looking at this from one incident. Like, this is one incident that Cameral's made a video of. But Esfer is a member, not only a member, one of the fucking leadership of Griefernet, who actually participates regularly in doing stream sniping against content creators. And they've been told multiple times. We know this because Esfer and his crew are telling us this. So the reputation does matter a lot. Like, you can't sit there and say, oh, reputation shouldn't matter in this situation. It's like, no, reputation does matter a lot. There's a reason why there's a fucking rule in Mongrel Squad against stream sniping, and it's not because I'm against it as, you know, a content creator. It's so that we don't have this fucking shit reputation where we get accused of being stream snipers. Alright, it takes away all elements of skill that we utilize in order to pirate other players, regardless if they're a content creator or not. But it also protects us from the sorts of accusations that's going to happen in the entire community. Yeah, and as Doug points out, it's CIG's game. They can be as subjective and arbitrary as they want. They don't have to actually take into account anything, really. They can just turn around and ban anyone. You know, they can stop content creators from using their content at any point as well. Can't make any more posts, and you have to take down all the stuff that you've made of us, you know, with us, and we'd have to comply. Red Bear, it's no, you don't want to avoid the streamers. You want to go after them and make sure you're streaming too, and then you end up in this stream sniperception loop. That's how you protect yourself against this. Welcome, by the way. I haven't seen you for a while, mate. If this was another group and I didn't recognize the names, I'd be leaning towards what Cameral's saying. I'd be like, all right, well, what sort of fair due process happened here? Well, there's a fucking reputation behind the group, so it's like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, man. You got told not to do it, and if you keep doing it, you're gonna get fucking smacked down. What's worse is the fucking, you know, like the victim crying that, you know, is happening here. And people jumping on the fucking bandwagon. People going, oh yeah, like CIG is attacking, you know, bloody open PvP gameplay. No, they're not. They're not attacking open PvP gameplay. In fact, all these idiots are doing is providing ammunition for the anti-PvP fucking militant Care Bears to petition CIG so that they do away with the PvP stuff. So that they do start restricting PvP. Hey, just don't be a dead shit that stream snipes people. Or if you really fucking have to stream snipe someone, don't do it on an account that's known for fucking griefing. Holy shit, 90s. Esfer might be a CIG dev doing the scare tactic. It's Derek Smart. Derek Smart's trying to destroy Star Citizen. If you're gonna fucking do this sort of thing, and you have that sort of rep, don't go crying. And for those who keep buying into this shit, sit there and take the time to think this through. Like a kid with a fork next to a PowerPoint, being told, don't put it in the PowerPoint or else you're going to get a shock. And the kid goes, okay, but I should be allowed to do it because that's what I want to do. And you put it in there. And they get a shock and they go, ow. And then the parent goes, well, if you do it again, we're going to take the fork off you, right? And they go, but I should be allowed to do it because, you know, I'm my own person. And they do it again. They shock themselves. And goes, all right, we're taking the fork off you, you idiot, because you're clearly not listening. It's sad. And that's the worst part, that people are falling for this manipulation.
It's not a game people paid $60 for. This is a game many people paid hundreds of dollars. Inferno isn't a cheap ship. Maybe even thousands of dollars. And then it's really, really bad if you're getting banned for 2 weeks for something you just didn't do. Thank you very much to Dispatcher for bringing this to my attention. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and see you next time. Bye.
So that was Cameral's video. I'll link it again in case you guys want to watch it directly. I actually encourage you guys to go watch his video. Even though you've watched the reaction, go watch it. Feel free to make a comment. Don't go brigading or trying to shit on him or anything like that. Have your own opinion about it. I haven't finished yet though. So the next thing, alright, so this comes from Twitter, but this is from HErBiZiDA. I've never spoken to this guy before. I've been aware of them to a little degree, but I'll switch over to here for everybody to see. So this is a post from HErBiZiDA on Twitter / fucking X, whatever they're calling it this week. He's obviously Spanish, so this is a Google Translate here. And it shows the video of him being attacked in the hangar, but there's a Reddit post for that too, so I'll go there. Mentions Dispatcher there. The guy literally stream sniped me so overtly that he replied to me talking to him on stream in the game. He didn't care. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad, you know, that sort of stuff. And I prefer to sort problems out in game. But when it comes to that sort of thing, it's like, if it's a continuous thing that happens over multiple weeks, I'd just be like, nah, get fucked. Like, if you're going out of your way to do that to me for no sort of gain, I'll talk to CIG about it. but my first step would be trying to resolve it in-game. So this is his post. How long ago? It was the 3rd, so yesterday. Harassment more than 1 month for putting up with this GrieferNet group, changing servers and they follow us, avoiding gameplay with them and they keep finding us, insults through constant voice chat and text chat, racism, shameless stream sniping. Any time to make the video, you will have it. GrieferNet, he who sows reaps. And then you got this video here, which also is on the Reddit. So what they're doing is they're trying to show what's been said in chat here. I aimed HErBiZiDA's nuts, easy claps. I don't know what the rest, I don't know who else is part of this, but you got PWS Comanche, Battle Royale #1, yeah. I don't know, like this seems like a little bit of weak evidence here, I'd say, but there'd be more chat logs. This is a video, I don't think there's audio to it. So yeah, he's getting, Hangar opens and he gets fucking rammed. Then you'll see the name. Lily's #1 fan committed negligent homicide against you. And then they highlight in the chat, Lily's #1 fan, Al Akbar. Yeah, there's a few other names there. PWS Comanche, do you need some money? Bobzilla. Norax, is anyone else coming back to get easy claps? Shaft Saws, come down to Clap City. Come on down to Clap City. Guilty Panda, I think I'm at the right place, but no ships. This is evidence of like another group going after HErBiZiDA. Pretty shitty thing to do. It's on CIG though to make sure that they do build the game so that it can deal with this sort of thing, but it's still a shitty thing for these players to do. Alright, this next Reddit post is to do, still themed with it as well. I'll just read out the title. CIG didn't investigate then, just say so. Why lie and ban 5 people 14 days for stream sniping while the streamer had a bounty target on his ship? This is literally a psyop campaign type deal. Minimal information, immediate accusation, evidence is bloody circumstantial. They don't mention the group that was involved at all. However, the top most voted comment, GrieferNet, don't you guys impersonate people committing TOS violations in an effort to get their accounts banned? It's gonna be funny when they perma-ban your whole group. It's possible that this is a GrieferNet member making this post in an effort to try and garner more activity or like attention to this particular situation and purposely withholding specific bits of information. But as you can see, also one post down there has more Reddit likes than the OP does. Oh, there we go. Kinda comfortable, 647. So they were GrieferNet, a group of people that take pride in doxing, harassment, stream sniping, etc. I'm not even exaggerating when I say these guys will stop at nothing for a few edgy laughs. They were the guys actively trying to make Summit's life hell back when he wanted to try the game, and now you expect me to pity them because this one time they may not have been stream sniping. I'll bet you that the player in mention is Gene Gerard, or whatever the F he calls himself these days, a guy who spams chat with the most unhinged nonsense and openly admits to being a stream sniper. Nah, like, I don't know who that person is, never ever encountered them. But that's what I mean, like this is reputation. You get a fucking reputation for being stream snipers and for being griefers, that's what's gonna happen. People seem to think that reputation doesn't matter. It fucking does. Oh, I'll probably encounter him in the next stream now. Now that I've talked about GrieferNet. Kind of like saying Voldemort. You say GrieferNet enough times, they show up in your stream. That's the OP, and until people pointed out that it was GrieferNet. He's the guy who threatens lawfare when getting a lawyer on CIG whenever he gets moderated. This is a goal for people to talk about them. Don't. I would agree to a certain point there, 90s, but there's a reason why I'm bringing this up. There still needs to be a counter voice within the PvP community that points out the flaws in the argument and then starts calling out other people in the PvP community for not actually calling these guys out for what they're doing. I'm all for streamers fucking taking responsibility for their own gameplay. If you have a bounty on your head, you get attacked, it's gonna happen. What else are you expecting to happen? Don't accuse people of stream sniping. If you're gonna stream gameplay in a PvP based environment, even in a PvE environment, it can happen. You're gonna get sniped. Deal with it. But for a group to claim that they're fucking stream snipers, to go out of their way to attack other groups over and over again, and then get told by CIG, hey, stop doing that, and then they go, nah, I want to keep doing it, you can't tell me what to do, so they keep doing it, and then CIG goes, alright, well fucking calm down mate, here's a fucking vacation, and then they go and cry about it. Pull your fucking heads in. Don't go fucking crying because you had to suffer consequences for being dickheads. If you're gonna go ahead and do those shitty things to people and then cry about dealing with the consequences for it, you're a fucking idiot. And anybody supporting that is a fucking idiot too. You get told by the people who are in charge of everything to stop doing something, you listen. Okay, rebelling against them isn't going to change anything, isn't going to help you. What CIG will do when server meshing is out and war between factions is a thing, well, if you have a streamer, you have a magic shield. No, you don't. The problem here is not that a streamer got randomly attacked by somebody and cried stream sniper. The problem here is that a group known for fucking stream sniping is crying that they got in trouble for doing the thing that they claim to do. Because harassing an enemy faction is the point of a war, no, and destroying them until they don't exist. Yeah, I get that. You're talking to somebody who has actually done that to another fucking organization. Don't come to my fucking stream here and try and tell me how that works. I've fucking done it. But if you're going to do stream sniping and then get in trouble for it and then cry that you got in trouble for it, you're an idiot. It's like the streamers who cry about getting stream sniped when they didn't. Yeah, we've hit streamers plenty of times. 9 times out of 10, we don't even know they're fucking streaming. OG shouldn't even care about streamers. They only care about them for the free good publicity that they give them. Yeah, no shit. Why would a company who's getting free advertisement not care about protecting that sort of asset? From a business perspective, because that's what CIG is, they're a business, so from that perspective, they would want to protect their assets from somebody trying to cost them money. And this is something that I mentioned earlier that I was going to bring up, and this is a point that everybody needs to get in their fucking heads about this sort of thing. CIG is demonstrating a pattern, if you've been paying attention, hovering around really popular streamers while they're streaming and banning anybody that they suspect of stream sniping, giving them temporary vacations, making sure certain groups don't go after certain streamers. 600 accounts getting a 3-month vacation after excessively testing the duplication exploit in the last patch. Thousands, I guarantee that there were thousands doing it, but only 600 of them got a vacation for 3 months. People who admit to stream sniping, attacking a streamer, and getting vacations, 2 weeks and more. And this isn't new. This has happened in the past before as well. The IG is doing things to protect the image of their product. Protecting that image means that they're bringing in revenue. They're paying bills, they're paying developers, they're paying for Chris's new yacht. The point that I'm coming around to though is don't get in the way of CIG's money. When you understand that point, you'll understand what CIG, why they make some of the decisions that they do. There for me, like, dude, they're still fucking building the game. Don't cry about it not being fixed. Like, they're still building it. How can you fix something that's still being built? Yeah, it's frustrating when that sort of thing happens, you know, encountering bugs and things like that. But this isn't a bug. Stream sniping is not a fucking bug, right? All out warfare, I'm 100% on for. I'm going to address that now. It's not crying, it's exposing something. What the fuck are you exposing? Go on, explain what you're exposing. I'm just exposing that CIG only care about money for years and they don't respect anything they promise. Well, how else are they going to keep the fucking lights on so they can keep building the game? Like, the game isn't being built on fucking hopes and dreams. They need to keep the money coming in. They don't respect their promises? So what, we've just been fucking getting nothing over the last, what, 6 years? Game development doesn't happen as fast as you want it to. It never does. Any software project doesn't happen as fast as you want it to. It is a dark art to do project management or any sort of software development. And from a company view, they have a golden chicken, so why would they have any reason to make it out? Because that's what they said that they were going to do, and they can still get in trouble for not fucking doing it. You're thinking that they're coming from this perspective that they only care about the money. There are plenty of examples out there of projects who only wanted the money, and they haven't even come close to the level of success of what CIG has achieved with Star Citizen. The reason why is because they're actually building the fucking game. Like, I can go and log into Star Citizen now and play the alpha version of what we have. What are you on about? We're getting the features. They're just being rolled out slower than we all want. Like, I've got access to Wave 1 for the PTU to go and play with the freight elevators, personalized hangars, cargo hauling missions. That was supposed to come in the previous patch, but it wasn't ready yet. Oh well, sucks that that doesn't happen, that they can't keep hitting their deadlines. They may be slow on purpose. The more time it takes, the more money that they... You know, Chris Roberts isn't going to live forever, right? He's getting older, and he's going to want to play this game too. There's a point where he is going to be like, alright, we need to fucking start cutting the corners and just get this done. There's the vision that I wanted it to be, and then there's the game that I actually want to play. Because that's where this all came from. Chris Roberts wanting to play the game. And he ain't getting any fucking younger. So it's in his best interest to be able to play the game that he wants, to get it done sooner. But if you're that concerned about not getting the thing that you want out of this game, stop supporting it. Don't put money towards it. Don't bother following the project. Don't recommend it to anybody. Don't talk about it. Cut your losses now if you seriously believe that this game is lost. There is so much more that's going to come for this game. They're still going to be working on features for it beyond Chris Roberts dying. This game is going to keep going for a long time, purely because of us fucking crazy ones, but he's still throwing money at the screen for it. I understand where you're coming from, where it's easy to come to the conclusion that, you know, they're just milking the fucking cow, the cash cow that they're milking. From fucking starters and refunds. I'll show this off. From starters and refunds, first of all, I'm not a clout chaser. I'm not enjoying the most extreme PvP that doesn't violate the actual legal agreements. However, I have been targeted several times and banned with no explanation and no proof. It's Shingarad. Okay, several times for proof in the holier than thou answer is reviewed it ourselves. Had enough, I just killed Summit. I guess he is some big streamer with 10,000 viewers and I was instantly banned from Break. There are a few legal points. I cannot respond to an email because I have no access to customer support. They advertise ramming and PvP. In fact, they are running a YouTube ad right now showing these things. I was kicked over and over again. In this video, joining on someone that was on the server as our loader who joined from someone that infiltrated these people's orgs and let us join them. This is an accepted gameplay loop that I have in missing that. They are causing emotional stress, which I think may be hurting my health. The response though, at the bottom by Gen Egg, oh, you can't see because of the chat. You should take a long break for your health. This is the thing though. If this game, if the project and the way that things are going with it is, you know, affecting your health, stop. Like, genuinely just stop. Step away from it. Take a break. Go touch some grass or whatever the fuck you want to do. Just leave it alone for a bit. Come back later. It's not being a stream sniper having health risks. It's having to face consequences for actions. That's the problem. They're okay with that. Anyway, I think we've bloody flogged this dead horse long enough. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this. As you can see, it got spicy throughout it, and we're actually going to finish it off this particular segment now. Thank you very much for watching. For those who are watching on YouTube after the fact, yes, it came out like a week later. Part of my ethical reaction methodology. Mongrel made a video when I did the live reaction to this 2 days beforehand, so normally I will wait a week for video-based reactions unless it's from CIG, in which case I just push it out straight away. I'm not trying to keep the bloody hate train against Griefernet or anything like that going. It's just me being ethical towards other content creators and not trying to poach any of their views on content that they release or immediately after they release content.